original, no carbon copy, fell from heaven, moving godly. Let's talk about it, over cocktails, we'll call it. Kicking flavors, sitting pretty, talking confident, not cocky. Let's talk about it, over cocktails, we'll call it. Am I sorry that I'm tardy to the party? No, not hardly. Made a quick pit stop, had a cocktail, we'll call it. Let's talk about it, let's talk about it, let's talk about it, over cocktails, we'll call it. Let's talk about it, how you cocktails, we'll call it. That's how you feel. Let's talk about it, how you cocktails, we'll call it. Tell them why you mad. Let's talk about it, how you feel. Let's talk about it, tell them why you stressed. Tell them why you mad. Tell them why you happy. Tell them why you blessed. Tell them why you blessed. Tell them why you blessed. Tell them how you feel. Get it off your chest. Get it off your mind.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Glo.
Yes.
Yes, you made it.
I did.
Okay, so fun fact and fun story. So Glo and I actually met on the set of a movie that we were filming together.
We did.
Yes, and we were like, checking each other out. You're like, oh, she's cute. I'm like, her lipstick is pretty. And she's like, oh, you cute. I was like, hey, girl. All of a sudden, we're like, girl, what's your number? Let's switch Instagrams, right? So it was really cute. But we're really excited about the movie that's coming out. We can't tell you guys what it is yet, but it's a vibe. So speaking of movies, you are an actress.
I am. I'm acting.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
Okay.
So you're an actress. What else is it that you do? Or are you a bona fide, like, I'm an actress, this is what I do?
Okay, so I am an actress.
Yes.
And this is what I'm loving doing now. I'm kind of like, I should have been doing this because I've been behind the camera for so long. I mean, it started with music back in the day, and then
music back in the day.
Let's
talk about this music back in the day, because we talked about this a little bit off camera. Glo said this was not a part of the script.
It's okay.
Okay.
I might as well tell my story.
Tell your story. This is my story.
So I was an artist back in the day. I was Glo So Fine.
Glo So Fine, because she fine.
I am.
You see it.
Still is.
Okay, period.
So, I did that, and then I did that till I lost my passion.
Yeah.
And so then from there, I kind of got married, had a baby, went to business school, realized,
I know that's right.
Oh my God, I really don't want to sit in a cubicle
all day
and be in corporate America.
Although you would have been the finest one in office, it's just not of desire.
I would have been giving PowerPoints, and I would have been rapping and rhyming. You know what I'm saying? They'd have been like, "What? This is kind of hot."
Right?
Wait a minute.
This is why we hot too.
Right. So I don't know. I just remember my husband at the time. We were in Italy, and I saw such a huge presence of Sudanese Africans in Italy, and I was like, this is weird. I had no idea. And so then I learned the history of how Italy apologized to Africa and invited them to come there, and they were going to give them money and places in society. So I was just like, oh, okay, that's hot. And so I don't know, I got this vision of a movie from beginning to end. And I was just like, how am I going to do this? Because I had been writing songs, and with a song, you got to condense everything.
Yeah.
And now if you're going to write a movie, you can expand.
Yes.
So I had to call all my little director friends and everything. Because at the time, they didn't have acting school or filmmaking school here in Georgia. You'd have to go to Cali or New York. Had a little baby. My husband at the time was running the business. I couldn't leave him with a little baby to go away for 2 years. So I did the little grassroots thing.
Yeah.
And so then my sister-in-law, Terry Vaughn, at the time, she opened up the Green Room. So I started, just kind of getting involved with that, that industry.
Okay.
And I learned how to write a script. So then I started writing scripts. So then a gentleman named Marcelo Nine and we came up with this Black Gold project where we got Vivica, Big Tommy, may he rest in peace before he passed away, Roy Jones, a few other people. We put together this really dope independent film, and it just showed me oh, I can produce.
You could do it.
And I didn't write it, he wrote it, but I produced it.
Okay.
And so from there I kind of that's how I got into film and TV. And then I met this sister named Antoinette. She had this boutique production company called the Spice Group. And they were doing everybody's videos. Everybody from Young Migos, Young Future, Young 21, R&B, country. We started doing commercials for Puma. And I got into producing. So that's kind of where I stayed. I was comfortable. I had, little kids. I could be a mom. I could still be in the industry.
Balance. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was cool with that. And then so fast forward, well, I kind of had to get away from the Spice Group because we were supposed to do a lot of like proof of concepts and things for our own creative projects, but we couldn't because the phone kept ringing and everybody needed a video. And at first it was dope, but then the money changed. So I was just like, I'm just working to pay a babysitter.
Oh no.
So I got away from that so I could focus on content and writing. And so that's just kind of where I stayed. And then, I don't know, last year I just started feeling like my artist inside of me started like bubbling.
It was bubbling.
And people have always been like, do you model? Do you act? You should get in front of the camera. And I was just like, no.
Right.
I'm just going to chill. But I don't know. I just started feeling like it was something like a mission that I needed to complete. And as soon as I kind of like set it out to the universe, like, I think I want to act or model, then I started coming across these auditions. And I did them and I got it. And I did this movie called Street Queens. It'll be coming out on Tubi like May or June of this year. And so did that, and I'm playing like a gangster chick. So that wasn't too far-fetched. That wasn't
Okay, so wait. So you got to tell me. Because we see this eloquent, beautiful woman, right? So give us a little, kind of like a little preview as to the gangster chick. So just like maybe a little insert, because I got to see it. I'm sorry, guys. I got to believe it. I just said I can't give it away. Okay, give us an example. Maybe not specifically what you had to say, but show us the gangster chick kind of scene.
Carly.
I want to see it because I see a beautiful queen here, and I know you're an actress because I've seen you on set.
I know we did a good job together. Carly, I'm not doing this.
She's like, I'm not doing this today.
I want to be a gangster right now. I'm in my soft
She
girl
says, I'm
era.
in my soft girl era.
soft girl
Okay,
era.
all right. So she's in our soft girl era. We'll have
Bitch,
her do
look,
it all.
I'm not trying to do this motherfucking goddamn role like you trying to get me to do. Okay, can I get my fucking drink? What the fuck? I thought I had a drink coming and shit. Okay, I digress.
I love it. And scene.
Y'all gotta cut that out.
We're not cutting it out. Keep it. Because when you're an actress, you're able to come on and come out. Okay? And so you wanted your cocktail, first off and foremost, I wanted to shout out to Cocktails Anywhere, or I'm sorry, Happy Hour Anywhere.
Happy Hour Anywhere.
Okay, with our girl Kat, and she's bringing over your cocktail.
Now this is looking scrumptious.
Happy Hour Anywhere. Oh, show everybody.
With your Happy Hour
Anywhere outfit on.
Oh.
That's bomb, and I want one. And we'll wear it.
Are these some edible candies? I'm just wondering.
Oh my God. Oh, it's bubbling. Do you guys hear that?
Oh my God.
Turn
this
it
is,
around.
I know.
Let's see.
This is so good. Oh my God.
What flavor?
No, this might be like some tropical punch strawberry
It's like a potion.
with a little pineapple something in there.
It's like a potion.
Can y'all see that?
Oh,
That is good.
Oh, yes.
And it's killing your drink.
I love it. It really is. And your drink is creeping.
Yeah. Okay.
It's doing a whole creep.
It's doing the.
Can we get we need a little,
elevation?
Yeah, we need
got
a little-
candy inside.
a little-
Y'all know I'm Ramadaning.
yeah, so this is a mocktail, okay, because she does those too, okay? And so
But
we're
this
going to
is
get
really,
you,
really good.
yes, we are going to get you a coaster.
Okay.
All right, all right, all right.
Thank you. We're gonna put it right here so that
Yes.
branding.
It's got its own life.
Yes.
It's scaring me. Okay, it's got its own life, honey. It's bubbling, honey. What is it saying? It's saying happy
Drink
hour
me.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Drink
Happy hour
me.
anywhere. We pull up if you need us to. That's what it
Right?
says.
Period. Okay? With good energy and good cocktails. Okay?
Yes.
All right. And that wasn't a hashtag ad, but it was, okay? Because we want to see us win, okay? Happy hour anywhere.
Period.
Okay. So I play this gangster chick, which you showed us, okay? So I believe it. Everybody in here believes it now. And so you are in this acting type of space.
In this space,
So
yeah.
so you're liking it?
I'm loving it. Actually, it's acting
said, "I'm loving
and
it."
directing. I'm in my acting space. Going to continue to do it. I've had a few roles. Everything will be released this year. So I went from a gangster chick
Okay.
to another role called Peaches Hernandez.
Oh, tell
I was
us.
the weather girl.
Oh. I love it.
This up and coming movie called News Cycle.
Okay.
So that's going to be coming out like June.
Yes.
And also Street Queens, we're going to start shooting part 2. We're going to start shooting part 2.
Did we get a release date on our movie?
So Street Queens, I believe it's going to be May.
Okay.
No, June.
June.
Yeah. And
Okay.
News Cycle is going to be June, I believe, as well. So I have
Okay.
2 of them coming out in June.
Oh my goodness, that's going to be a wonderful time.
And then we're doing part 2 to Street Queens. And then I have a few projects that's coming up that I haven't filmed yet.
Yes.
So
I'm excited.
and then I have a project of my own that we're going to go into this summer, late summer, that I'll be directing. So it'll be my
Look at
director
you, debut.
writer, director.
Yeah,
all
so
of that, so I'm
when
super
you get ready
excited.
to write, do you have to, like, what's your process? Do you completely remove yourself out of your day-to-day, like, activities? Do you, like what do you do?
I just get super focused. Like, I may not watch TV for a minute because I have like all of this stuff in my head and I have to get it out. So, I'm a mom, so I still do my mom duties and stuff, but I use either my daytime or a lot of the time at night. Like, I might be up to like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning writing. I love the nighttime. It's just, I don't know, I guess I'm like a little vampire.
I find myself more creative, like, in the early mornings.
Yeah, so
Because nobody knows you're up.
morning times is good too. Sometimes I wake up like, I do my prayers early in the morning and then I might not can go to sleep. So I'll just pull up the laptop and do it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll get into my day and then I'll come back. So it's just pretty much about what all I have going on. But I'll schedule it around things and I get in my zone and I'm just gone. I try not to watch TV. I don't want to read anybody else's projects or anything
I know.
like that. So that's
And
just
get yourself
really,
all, like, confused on what you're doing, right?
yeah, I'll make an outline and then I'll go into the actual script form afterwards. So I'll do like my characters, my character breakdown. I'll outline what either the movie or the series is going to be about per episode. And then I'll go into structure. I might bring in a writer of mine too to help me out a little bit, depending on what else I have going on. But for the most part, I just get really, really engulfed in it because it's just like I can't be still till I get it out. I have to get it out.
So what do you desire in terms of, like, the next film that you've, like, what would be your dream film to create?
I don't know.
Like a sci-fi, a
I
romance?
just wrote a horror/sci-fi movie. Oh my goodness. And I'm about to act in a horror one, so that's going to be fun.
That is going to be fun.
But horror is really hard. Like, I'm really good with, like, gangster, street, comedy, like romance comedies. Horror was really, really hard for me. But me and a writer of mine, Brad, we got through it. We did it. And I had a really good idea. And he put together some other fabulous ideas with it. And we just came with something that's, like, really crazy.
Really?
So that's going to be like we're going to need a big budget for that.
Yes, well, you have the resources for that. So
They're coming in, thank God.
You utilize, exactly.
Yeah.
So I know for me, my first film was, I had to cry. I had to, like, scream and be extremely, like, emotional. And I'm just thinking about when my friends see it, they're going to be like.
So are you an ugly crier?
So I am more of an emotional, like, my whole face, like, it's really sad.
So you're a pretty crier, dude. You're pretty. You're not like really snot rolling and you don't care. No. You're just letting it go.
But girl, it maybe come from a different angle. So I don't know what it's going to look like. There was like 4 different cameras in the room, so I don't know which one they're going to choose. And I had to do that scene like 5 times. And I had to scream like in agony because I found my best friend dead.
That was exhausting. That was very emotional, I'm sure. It took a lot out.
I will tell you, being an actress is a new space for me. And so I filmed 2 movies in 2 months. Or 4 months. And I was like, gosh, this is a lot. Long days, like long nights. However, I created like a community with my castmates. Right. And so it was really nice. But we shot on like 5 different locations. So just imagine that. It was raining, it was hot, it was cold. But I took home a lot of energy when I left, because in some cases, like this film, a woman was being abused. And so I had to listen to like a man that played the hell out of his part. Shout out to Sir Williams, okay? But he played the hell out of his part. And it was just, I'm getting chills talking about it because it was so, you're in the moment. You know, when you're an actress, you're in the moment of this scene. And I mean, he was yelling and he was screaming and he was being very aggressive to her. And everybody that knows me knows I have a very zen life, okay? There's not much screaming unless it's laughter, you know, or even talking loud, you know, but aggression from a negative standpoint and violence is not a part of what I experience on a normal basis or on a basis period. So it was very much a lot of energy, and I found myself wanting to like just exhausted when I left.
It is. It takes a lot out of you.
So how do you get rid of that energy after you've been on set when there's like this tumultuous, like emotional type of like scene?
Weed.
She said weed. I thought she said we.
Weed.
Okay. You have to have that little outlet to like.
Joint. And then, you know, most of the time your supporting cast is there. Like if you have a really good cast, you know, you're feeding off of each other's energy.
Yeah.
They bring it out of you. So, you know, I think for me, I just find that the satisfaction in like everybody liking it, and you know you did good and you feeling like you did it, and then you have that camaraderie, and you know I normally feel good after it. I might be tired, you know, I'm gonna sleep good.
Tired.
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna sleep good. What time we got to be back on set?
I mean, it was wild. He was having to drag her down the stairs. It was a very, like, I can't wait until this movie comes out, you guys.
But see, that's good that he was great because then you guys were able to feed off of his energy, and so
we were
it just
able
kind
to
of was matched.
Yes, and it was like I said, Sir Williams like played the hell out of that role, so it was good. So anyway, so tell us a little more about like what do you do for fun? I see you got some beads on.
Okay.
Where you from? Where you from, pretty lady?
Well, this is more so spiritual.
Okay.
You know, this is more so represents my orishas. And
Yes,
my
let me
faith.
see.
Like, this
Okay,
is
Ogun.
I'm like Ifi,
Ifi.
daughter of Oshun.
Oh, daughter of Oshun here too.
Okay.
Ah! Get into it.
Yes, and so that's what that is.
Okay.
And,
I see it. I feel it. Okay.
for my off time, I'm like a real chill person. Like
Yes.
I like to chill at home. I like to be with my kids. I like to be in my small group of friends or my circle. You know, I'm not like a want to be in everybody's circle. Although I know a lot of people.
Yes.
As far as just like who I really chill with, you know, I'm just kind of private with that a little bit. But I love outdoor stuff. Like I love hiking.
Yeah.
I love riding the dune buggies.
I want to do that this summer.
I like to go. I call it black boying.
What is it?
It's like when we all kind of get together on the Can-Ams and we go up to the mountains and we go get in the dirt. We wear stuff that we don't mind getting muddy.
Okay.
You know, we put our little ski mask and our helmets on and we go in the mud. We go up mountains. We come down. Some people's stuff flip. I done seen wheel tires fall off and, you know, you get mud. You got to pull each other out. They got to get the winch and pull each other out. I mean, it's so much fun. Somebody's barbecuing. They got drinks.
I want to do it.
We're there, like, sometimes people stay at the cabins. They stay overnight. I haven't quite done that. I typically drive home. It's typically like an hour out somewhere, but it's so beautiful.
Like maybe Blue Ridge.
Well, not even so much Blue Ridge, but like Indian Mountain. It's like parts that's like Alabama and Georgia kissing.
Oh, okay.
And we come out on these plains and you just see you just see how gorgeous Georgia is. And you're like, God made this. Like, this is so awesome. But we have fun. Like, you know, we've kicked it and done that a lot. My good friend Frank Walker, shout out to you. He used to put together these really dope events.
Yeah.
And we would just truly kick it and have fun. Outside of that, I love to travel. I love food. I'm a total foodie.
I'm a foodie
although
too.
I have to watch what I eat now because the food source is just really, really crazy. And I literally almost just died earlier this month
Let's
from
talk
food
about
poisoning.
this. Why and how and what did you eat so we don't eat it?
Well, I don't want to scare people because it was food that was catered from some Caribbean restaurant. I'm not sure which one.
It's okay. We
But
don't have
I
to
ate some
name them.
Rasta pasta, which I love. I wasn't going to eat it, but the bridal party lasted longer, and I don't really like processed food too much. I try to stay away from fast food and stuff. So I was just like, let me get this Rasta pasta and go home.
It was safe.
Girl, I ate this rasta pasta after midnight, fell asleep, woke up an hour later to just like,
Get rid of the
and
hot
that
rasta
was going
pasta.
on till like 5 in the morning.
Oh, no.
And then I thought I was okay. I had to be on set the next day. When I
Oh,
said,
no.
did my thing. No, I did my thing.
Okay,
I
good.
even ate on set. But I got like really cold after I left. Got really sick.
That's
like I was
interesting.
cold, and I stopped by a friend's house. They gave me some tea.
Okay.
And I like started the whole all over again. At 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, my
The next day,
God.
it was just like my stomach was cramping really, 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 really bad. Some things happened that was just, it's really a little too much. Just the TMI.
A little too graphic for the show.
So, long story
This
short,
is a family show.
I ended up in the hospital, Piedmont Hospital. They had to take blood. They did CAT
What?
scans. They did ultrasounds. And they told me that I had a lower colon infection. And that they normally see this in no disrespect, to gay men.
Really?
And I'm like, well, I'm not a gay man, obviously.
Yeah, well,
and
we could see that.
I don't play certain games, so I don't think at this
We
stage
don't
of the
play.
game,
We only play in the front
now.
yard.
But they
okay?
told me it was
not the backyard. Oh,
right.
sorry.
They told me it was typically because of the food I ate.
And so, did they trace it back to the last thing you ate?
Well, there was nothing in my system by the time they got
Hello, lose weight
any
syndrome.
type of samples. But because of what I explained, I mean, I was just fine. I mean, here
Yeah.
I was juicing. Here I am just kind of, doing my supplements, trying
Right.
to eat like healthier. I'd even laid off of meat.
Right.
I was just into my fruits and my vegetables, my figs and my berries. And
you're like, how did this
my
happen to me? What
salmon
could it
and
have
my
been?
omega-3s and stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
like, as soon as I ate this chicken pasta, rasta pasta stuff, like literally an hour later, my whole life changed. So they gave me
Interesting.
antibiotics. Everything cleared up.
Yeah.
But it took me a minute, like, to really gain my strength back, to get my appetite. I mean, it's the worst bout of food poisoning I have.
I don't
Now,
like
I'm
that
also
for you.
a agriculture girl. I'm a dirty girl. Me and my home girl, we are agriculturists. We grow.
Oh, I love that.
We're like dirty girls. That's our thing.
That's
we
your
coined.
thing.
That's our trademark, dirty girls. We got some things
I
coming
love
out. We're into
it. Mm-hmm.
growing food and everything. So that just really made me like, girl, we got to go hard with this.
Yeah, I don't grow food, but I do grow flowers.
Yeah,
okay?
she grows flowers and all that.
Yeah.
She's teaching me
Yeah.
how to grow and garden and things of that nature.
Right.
But our food supply, long story short, our food supply is so bad.
Right.
It's worse than what they're telling us. And you don't know what they're putting in the food. I mean, I don't know who all knows, but Bill Gates like totally cornered the whole Beyond Meat, Impossible Meat. Like he owns all of that.
Oh, well, I definitely make him rich because I don't eat meat.
That man owns like damn near 90% of the farmland in America.
Oh, that is wild.
And so I'm just saying, like, we don't know who's doing what to what.
Yeah.
And, they talk about our food supply and everything, but I'm just telling y'all, it's bad out here. So
You
y'all
better
need to
grow
be
your
careful
own stuff, right?
about what you eating.
So I haven't had meat in almost 10 years.
Okay.
And so it was a spiritual decision to not eat meat. I didn't really want to eat anything with,
Eyes.
that had souls.
Right.
However, lobster has souls, and I'm so sorry, but I do partake a little bit in that, and some salmon. But I had to have some sort of protein.
Yeah, you do.
And natural protein. But I wanted to. I don't mean to change the subject, but I do want to ask you something about the acting.
Okay.
Have you ever had like a love scene?
So not a real one, but in Street Queens, I do have like a kissing scene.
So
with my
how did you
partner.
feel? Is it a real kissing scene?
Yeah, I mean it's a real kissing scene. Like we allude, but we're not naked. We're not. But I ain't busting it open.
I don't see you busting it open, but
I ain't busting it open.
so open up. So was it tongue?
No.
So is there like a code? Do you not do the tongue?
Well, I would prefer. I don't really. I'm funny about that.
Me too.
I'm just saying, like in real life.
Even in real life,
In real
right?
life,
And
not real
paid life.
Like first of all, that means like I really, really like you. I'm
Right.
into you, but I'm picky too, because like if your mouth is not together, if your teeth, you gotta have like nice teeth. You got
Yeah,
floss.
your
If
lips
you
gotta
got like
look good,
some
your
tarty,
mouth.
some tartar, crusty.
Not
anything,
interested, buddy.
I'm like, bro, you a whole mouth full of bacteria. Girl. I'm cool on you.
And your mouth's not going anywhere,
I'm
buddy.
cool on you.
So-
Right. I don't need that type of
Anywhere.
problems anywhere.
Nowhere.
So I'm really funny. Like I like a sexy mouth, like sexy lips, healthy teeth. You know, like that'll make me like, ooh.
So what if you were paid a very large sum of money to have a makeout session with a particular actor, and you were not attracted to them, but you had to give it the Glo Show,
like a tongue,
like a whole Glo Show.
We all in there, like,
all up in there, like and groping and all that, like a love. What is the movie that Holly Berry was in? That
Monsters
guy.
Ball.
You better freaking believe it, buddy.
I don't want to say
she got paid. I want to say she got paid the most money, right? In Monsters Ball.
I guess she got her Oscar from that.
And she got her Oscar. Yeah. Would you be willing to do that? Nobody's going to judge you. Nobody's going to judge you, Glo.
I mean, I'm just going to say.
Would you show a butt cheek or an areola as an actress?
You know what? If it was maybe like Mia Copa with Kelly. You know, Kelly gave us the little thigh meat.
Yeah.
She gave us the little cheek meat.
Yeah,
but
she
she
did.
ain't get too much.
But there's some that do. Hallie gave us a whole frontal.
I would like to think like my fellow actor.
Look at she's getting more refined.
It's
like giving me a no.
You know, like at this stage of the game, I would rather take the approach like Denzel. Like I would like to feel like my acting will be so good.
More of a Viola Davis.
Yeah, that I won't necessarily probably have to do that.
Okay.
But if I did, it would have to truly be worth it.
Okay.
And with somebody who I was like, I ain't mad if I got to do this. I'm
gonna be honest. I would do it.
You know.
Why not? I'm separating from Carly, and I am Cornelia. Okay. I am Cornelia in this movie, and I am getting paid a lot of money to do this. I'm an actress. I'm able to separate the two. And even if I had to do, a kissing scene, we would definitely have to make sure everybody's mouth is orally correct.
I need to have some proof that you're clean.
Yeah, we would have to definitely make sure that you have some proof. You may have to, do that right before. But I would, if I'm taking the serious acting approach, I think I would. But nothing distasteful.
Right.
I mean, we have to look at Denzel. Denzel did a whole, line of coke and flew a plane.
I would do a line of coke.
She said it was a line of coke, not a nipple.
I would prefer to do a line of coke than, busting it wide open.
Definitely never gonna bust it. Never gonna bust it wide open. But I'll show a little bit.
Like,
a little bit.
You'd show your nipples?
It depends. It depends on if the money is right in this film. It depends.
I think
I'm proud of my body.
I mean, I'm not ashamed of my body. I think it just depends on. I'll just say it depends on the movie, the role.
Yes.
And if it's tastefully done.
Yes.
But
only if it's tastefully done.
Yeah.
Because if it's some
because I'm not trying to play like a crackhead.
I'm not trying to play a crackhead.
That's just out here like I need a fix.
Yeah, I mean Hallie gave
me.
She gave
make me feel good. I don't know.
My mother would be like, "Really? At the very least, I can drive my Bentley because you had to show your nipples for a Bentley." But I'm not doing this. But
I don't know. I got kids.
Yeah, so that's another thing. I would have to have a conversation with my whole family, but it would have to be tastefully done. But thank you so much for coming on.
Girl, thank you for having me.
Yes, you coming to the cookout?
Absolutely.
Hey.
You coming to the premiere?
Of course.
Okay.
As long as I get my invite.
Of course.
Yeah. So let everybody know where they can find you.
Okay, so you can find me at Glo Show. That's GLOSHOW at Instagram. And Gloria Hankerson on Facebook, and really that's about it.
Yes, and I am Cocktails with Carly. You can find me on Instagram at Let's Talk Over Cocktails, or on my private page. You can find me at Cocktails with Carly _, and of course on YouTube, Let's Talk Over Cocktails. Let's talk about it over Cocktails with Carly. Like and subscribe, y'all.
Let's talk about it. How you cocktails with Carly. That's how you feel. Let's talk about it. How you cocktails with Carly. Tell them why you mad. Let's talk about it. How you feel. Let's talk about it. Tell them why you stressed. Tell them why you mad. Tell them why you happy. Tell them why you blessed. Tell them why you blessed. Tell them why you blessed. Tell them how you